the Steelers at the Chargers. Chargers 3-point favorites. 45 is the total.
I don't feel great about any of these totals that I gave out this week. And Nolan, you can hit us with the injuries in a second, but I gave an under out here. Under 45.
On the injury front, as of Wednesday, Highsmith, Isaac Sumalo, Darnell Washington had the big game last week, and Scotty Miller were out of practice for the Steelers. And then on the Chargers side, they were just missing corner Tarheeb still on Wednesday.
Well, there's a couple big injuries there because we've talked about this a lot as of late, like what they've done with tackle over and that sort of thing. And Sam Malu, if he's not in the game, then all of a sudden your big tight end, and one of your two big tight ends, Spencer Anderson, has to kick into guard, which throws the balance off that way. And if Washington's not in this game, I got a lot of concerns about this offense. And I honestly, it's funny to say like a 6'8" tight end who weighs 300 pounds could swing the fortunes of an offense this much, but they really don't have a lot of options in the pass game, and I'm depending on him being more of one if I'm Aaron Rodgers. And additionally, here we go again with the outside zone. That's been a good way for them to get the run game going, has been running behind 600 pounds of beef over there with Washington and Anderson. Sorry, Nate. If Washington's not up, if Sam Malu's not up, that's bad deal. And on the other side, I'm sure you're thinking, well, what did we just see? We saw the Steelers forcing 6 turnovers. Ooh. And ends on early downs, screaming up the field, outside backers. Joe Alt left on an easy go. The Chargers are fucked, but I just feel like it's one of these spots where the Chargers find a way to win this game.
And then last week, didn't we see Ramsey play a little? He
played safety. Yeah.
You think they'll keep him there for this game?
I don't know why not. Like I refuse to think that they're just doing a game plan thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing safety for a little bit here.
No. I think it's one of those things where you have a game like that defensively for the Steelers. Any change you make, you're like, let's fucking stick with that.
They looked a lot better.
I'm kind of riding with the Steelers on this one, Chris, because, dude, I love the Chargers, and I kind of have a man crush on Justin Herbert the way you do with Josh Allen because he's a stud.
Yeah.
But, they're so banged up on their offensive line, and, they try to patch it up at the trade deadline a little bit. But, let's be honest, that dude was available from New Orleans because – he's, you know what I mean? They can afford to get rid of him. He's not that good, I guess is what I'm getting at. And so I'm envisioning the Steelers. I've been waiting for their defense to break out. They did it last week. I want them to continue that. So I think the Steelers defense is going to ball. I think Highsmith is going to have a sack or two, a fucking sack force fumble for my guy, TJ Watt. I think the Steelers edge, is really going to be a difference in this game.
Something to keep a look at is Aaron Rodgers didn't seem too happy with DK Metcalf a few plays, and I wonder if they don't get on the same page when that blow-up is going to happen, because from the past, I know Aaron Rodgers is a guy that seems like he's a stickler for details and things like that, and if you're not going to be accepted of criticism from someone like that, and you're someone like DK Metcalf, I can see this being a situation where it starts getting real ugly, maybe.
Now, listen, here's the deal. I mean, they played Ramsey in the slot a lot before this happened. So who are you going to have in the slot? The matchup with McConkey is big. Gadsden, I'm still learning his name, the Syracuse tight end, the rookie who's a stud. Mm-hmm. He factors into this game for sure, right? So I think you're going to see you're going to see Kyle Duggar being stressed in coverage in different ways that you did. I'm really interested to see how Kyle Duggar plays this week. It'll be a second week in the system. Last week they put Ramsey on the tight end. They put him on the big tight end, and so we'll see what matchup they prefer this week. But I don't know, man. It just feels like to me, Vegas knows Alt's down. Vegas has seen the depths of the Chargers' performances. They last week sounded like they just eked out that game, right? And Herbert threw a pick six, and on the other end of things, the Steelers in a national window beat the brakes off the best team in the league. So why are the Chargers laying 3 at home? It's an interesting question.
No, it is. And with the Steelers, their quick throw, the Rodgers, They're 5-0 when he releases the ball 2.6 seconds or quicker, 0-3 when he holds it longer.
Yeah.
Is
Check down demon.
check down demon. Is that maybe that's why that the Chargers are, like, hey, this thing's going to blow up in the Steelers' face. Their offensive idea, like if they're not going to be able to run the ball, or if he's not be able to connect those passes as quick, if that's what Vegas is banking on, that it's going to come back down to earth.
I don't think Vegas respects the Steelers after last week, and I don't blame them. I mean, they turned the ball over. They got Indy to turn it over 6 times. That is such a rare thing, and you want to give those guys credit because they created a bunch of them. But like, I mean, that's not going to happen again. You'd like to think. And another thing is this: like, you want to slow these edges down, and it's not something that I think of when I think about the Chargers, but you're gonna have to throw some screens. You're gonna have to. I mean, their screen game's not really a big part of what they do. That's got to be a big part of it Sunday.
And actually, I'll piggybacking off of what Reed said too with the Rodgers quick time to throw. Ever since the Chargers got Khalil Mack back, they've been able to generate quick pressure at a really high rate, about 37%. That's third in the league since Mack's return. And their average time to pressure of 2.35 seconds ranks 6th in the league. So it really is going to be like this race against the clock almost for Rodgers trying to get the ball out of his hand versus these rushers with Khalil Mack, Owe, and Tui Pelotu trying to get there before he can release the football.
Return of the Mac.
So another area that I'd be interested to see what comes out here, but like red zone's going to be big in this game. Like the Minter bend but don't break deal. If you're going to pepper him with quick game, if you're going to play him 3 plays at a time, then it's going to be a lot of Chris Boswell. It's got to be. And in a game like this, I think what happens inside the 20s, that's going to be everything.
So we talked about Justin Herbert getting pressured. We talked about this offensive line, lost both tackles. 165 pressures for Justin Herbert this season, 30 more than any other quarterback. Is Trevor Penning immediately solving, one side of the line?
Penning,
Can I take this one?
Penning
Absolutely.
No. I don't.
He's one of those guys when you're rushing against him, he's either going to stone your ass or you're going to beat him clean. You know what I mean? And that's a tough way to live as an offensive lineman.
I feel like he's a bit of a throwback, right? Like he's a Mauler type guy that he got drafted because of his nasty streak, smaller school, right? And, not like a pure pass protector. Now, he does somehow look better in his number and in that uniform. It was just a hideous look on him in those black pants, wearing that, 70 in New Orleans. Not to mention
everyone looks better in L.A., Chris. Come on.
I mean, I was about to say, like, this is a good-looking picture.
Yeah.
God.
Now,
look at Justin Herbert, dude.
I know, like, the hair. I'm on. I see what Madison Pierce.
Are y'all okay?
Wood.
Are y'all
some
okay
oysters
in here?
before
I'm not included in this conversation.
Oh my goodness!
I don't see it.
I mean, the one thing about him, like if we're talking actual football, a guy like that, he get like the way he pass sets. If you do a lot of play action, it really helps you out because you'll get a play action pass and it'd be like, this feels like a run block the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it kind of he'll actually work out pretty well in that scheme, maybe. But I don't think, he's not Joe Alt, basically.
No, he ain't Joe Alt.
Herbert
so,
got that spray tan in that picture. Yeah. He definitely getting spray tan.
You think he's getting spray tan? He lives in Southern California.
Yeah,
player.
that California sunshine.
He's
spray tan.
I don't even want to say it. He's sun-kissed, bro.
Yeah.
You okay?
Wood.